Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Lair. Of course, I'm Chris Chaos, here with the 411 for Monday Night Raw, August the 7th, 2017. Raw was, well, I have my issues. And once again, it's just booking decisions. I don't understand. But I'll get to that. Raw starts off with Miz TV. Miz calling out Jason Jordan. Kurt Angle comes out, well, you're not going to get him. Jason's preparing for a match against Curtis Axel, and I found a replacement. Very suitable guy, you may know him. Out comes Brock Lesnar. Fine, I'm in. This is going to be entertaining. Because Paul's with him. And Paul makes everything entertaining, no matter what you think. Paul makes everything entertaining. Miz taunts and cuts down Paul and Brock, and then Brock cuts down physically all the Mistras, which I don't have a problem with until he starts hitting F5s. He hits one on Bo, he hits one on Curtis. He shouldn't have hit one on Miz. And by the way, I didn't see again the Miz TV graphic, which is bad. You got to put that graphic up. You got to put that graphic back up. You've got to put this guy over way more, as much as you can. And that adds just a little bit of thing, something right down here at the bottom of the screen, or maybe on this side, somewhere over here. It just adds a little bit. And he didn't have the Intercontinental title. Why, if you're trying to make the Intercontinental title out to be the most prestigious title, which, a lot of people would say that it really is, you want that title out there? I don't get it. Maybe I'll find out something tomorrow. But Miz took an F5 and he shouldn't have. Bad. That's bad booking. Rollins and Sheamus, it was a good match. I preferred the match from last week, but okay. Sheamus wins, and then they both beat down Seth. Well, it makes sense. That does. Jason Jordan, who is, again, supposed to wrestle Curtis Axel, who is still recovering from his beatdown from Brock Lesnar, thanks to Kurt Angle, is now going to wrestle this local guy, Jean-Pierre Goulet. Who knows if that's his real name or not. Kind of sounds obvious that it's not, but it actually could be his real name. Who knows? WWE do not want this guy to get over. And I'm talking about Jason Jordan. Why? You got to do... You guys need to rethink this whole Jason Jordan thing. And by the way, if they put Jason Jordan in an Intercontinental title match and he beats Miz at SummerSlam with 1 week build, that is bad booking too. I know the rumors. I heard those rumors. I was fine, okay, with the rumors, but you got to give it a build. Bayley, she's hurt. We knew she was hurt. It finally came out today. Yes, separated shoulder. She's out. Who knows how long? Probably 6 to 8 weeks, if I had to guess. I don't know that she's going to have surgery off of that. But anyway. We go into... There's 2 triple threat matches. The winners tonight are going to advance, I guess, to next week. And they're going to wrestle. Sasha Banks, Alicia Fox, and Emma. This crowd was pro Emma. Especially when Emma come this close the first time of winning the title. Or winning the match, excuse me. Give Emma a chance is not only working. Of course, again, we're in Bizarro land. WWE has constantly fucked up the Emma Project. Hashtag the Emma Project. It's been fucked up. Her, and I've said this time and time again, her and Paige were the two that started this. Paige is... who the fuck knows? And Emma, they're just letting be there. She's gonna end up just not doing anything because WWE is not smart enough to push this girl. But look, and Sasha Banks wins because Emma taps out. But what I've got to say, let's kayfabe and all, Tenille, you're doing a fantastic job. Just keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, you're either going to get noticed by The Office or they're just going to let you go. Or they're going to put you in a spot where you're going to say, you know what, fuck this, give me my release, and you can go elsewhere and make money. By the way, today, it's so much easier to make a living on the independent circuit because there are so many indies out there. I mean, you can go make money in Ring of Honor. You can go, unfortunately, I would never want to see you go here because I'll never watch it. You could go to GFW, and there are several others. But you don't have to toil like this. This is bullshit. It just is what it is on that. The match, the timing was off. It just looked a little sloppy for everybody. It looked a little sloppy. There were a couple of really good spots. It looked to me like Sasha Banks busted Emma's lip when she gave her the Shining Wizard. War Wounds, man. I love it. Braun backstage promo looked like he was reading during the promo, which is awful. Enzo and Big Show versus the Club. The Club wins. Good brothers. Good brothers. Balor and Wyatt thing was good. They touched, but they didn't. They got physical, but they didn't. It didn't go very long, which is the way Bray should be booked. Is you can only get just a little bit until it's time. By the way, I've said for a long time now, and they're going to bring the Demon, apparently, or this is the rumor that they're going to bring the Demon to SummerSlam. I'm fine with it. It's okay. The Demon, to me, is still something that should be used very sparingly. And they've only used it since he's been on the main roster. They did it last year, which I thought they shouldn't have done. But they made a whole thing about it. In retrospect, it makes sense because they made a whole thing about it. This is why the Demon exists, and I bring the Demon out, and then, he wins, usually with the Demon. So, at the time I didn't like it, and I'm sure in a year I'll look back and say I don't like it here, but I get it because it's a bigger show. I feel like the Demon should only be used in those moments where Finn is just so deeply enthralled in a rivalry or a feud. I know Vince hates those words. That's why I say them. That he has to resort to going deep down inside him and pulling out the Demon to get the job done, to finish it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Cesaro and Dean Ambrose, to me, had a phenomenal match from bell to bell. It was absolutely great. Ambrose wins. They attack Ambrose. Seth makes the save, and then when he runs Sheamus and Cesaro off, Dean puts out the fist. I'm going to extend the fist of friendship. And I'm sitting here going, Seth, just shake your head and walk away. And he sold it, and he sold it. Pause. And he just leaves. It's good TV. That was good TV. Daivari and Tozawa, I don't get why they had another match. I guess probably because WWE follows my stuff. I know they do. And hi, guys. And I said, God, let's this be the last time they wrestle. Wrestle on Raw, and then they wrestle again on 205 Live, and now they're wrestling again on Raw. Okay, we get it. That's enough. They don't need to wrestle anymore because it makes no sense. Tozawa wins. Mickie James, Dana Brooke, Nia Jax. Nia nearly kills Dana with a clothesline. So people are actually, and it's already started, but people are really going to start wondering whether or not, and saying it really loudly too, I'm afraid, about how safe Nia Jax is in the ring. And I don't know if that's going to mean anything to Vince or not, or to anybody else backstage, to be perfectly honest with you. But I feel like she's not as safe probably as she should be, because that clothesline was totally on her. But now we have Nia win, so we have Nia and Sasha next week, which we should have already known that that's how that was going to work out. I'm always still hoping for somebody else, for them to do something with somebody else. That way it's not the same old shit. I mean, how excited I would have been for the final two next week to have been Emma versus Mickie James. You could have put Mickie over and then had Mickie and Alexa rekindle something, because they have good chemistry anyway. At SummerSlam, it would have been a phenomenal match. Anyway, they decided they didn't want to do that. The Goldust promo was bizarre, as it always is, but it was very nice. I can't wait to see what this master plan is all about. Oh, yes. It's going to be golden, I'm assured. The last man standing, Braun beats Roman. Look, I know that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have this thing where the fans chant, "Fight forever! Fight forever!" And I get it, because it's entertaining and I like watching it. And hell, I stand up, and if I'm in the arena, I'm standing up and I'm chanting it too, because I want to see it too, because these guys can just beat the hell out of each other. Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns does that same thing for me. Even better. Because I'm getting two different matches with that. Of course, I'm getting technicality with Sami and Kevin, but with Braun and Roman, I'm getting brutality. And that is just as good, as long as it's good. It's technical brutality, but it's still very good. Samoa Joe comes out and calls Roman the match, which, it is what it is. But to me, and when I saw this, I thought an actual fan had grabbed Roman Reigns. I really did. I thought that somebody had grabbed Roman Reigns in the crowd and just started choking him. That's done by design, and that's done very nicely by the WWE. I don't like seeing that very often, because then you're going to get fans thinking that they can actually do this. I would hope and pray that they would think, and they would know to be smarter than that they shouldn't ever do that. We had an incident, the promotion that I used to wrestle for years ago, that it was going to be a possibility that somebody from the crowd was going to come out. And we had a meeting about it before the show and said, well, if a fan ever does get in the ring, the locker room is emptying, and we're going to fuck whoever that is up. It's the code. The wrestler's code, which I still abide by, even though it's been 7.5 years since I've been in a ring. I don't think that's something I'll ever get kicked out of. I think I can consider myself still a wrestler, but anyway. On to SmackDown. Let's see what they got. 2 hours tomorrow night, and then 205 Live as well. TJP and Rich Swann tomorrow night. And then Natty and Carmella on SmackDown. So let's just see how it goes. So that's all I got. Thank you again for watching. Always subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at TheAnswerChaos. And always stay too sweet. I will see you guys tomorrow night for the 411 for SmackDown Live. And then 205 Live as well. So, without saying, deuces, as always, Chaos out.